In the noughties, we had mutual masturbation, or in my case, just masturbation. Now, we have mutual triggering. Got an email from my missus the other day. It said, we need to discuss what we need to do. I'll translate. You need to discuss what I need to do. Sat down at home the other day with a beer. Thought, this is a nice home. Wonder whose house it is. My mother, she's the worst. She's so toxic that she makes a North Seoul disaster look like a Hell's Angels soggy biscuit party. When I didn't call her for a couple of months, she called the police, reported me missing. And if I dared marry my partner, then you will get rid. It's not that she doesn't believe in marriage. No, as long as her son moves back home in some kind of sick form of inverse bonded labour, where she is the cook and I'm forced to eat whatever she makes. A kind of perpetual McDonald's takeaway. Marriage. You're so busy you spend like 2 full days a month together. It's like you can marry your worst enemy and still make it work. Language. Couples spend so little time together that it's going to evolve into a kind of code with D345 HR meaning I want jam on toast, bacon sarnie, I'll do the dishes, love ya, and D345 HS meaning the same apart from I love you, which turns into you're such a bitch, wink emoji, laugh emoji, tongue emoji. In the future, no words necessary, just a Bluetooth connection. And in the distant future, things will devolve into grunts and farts again. Our family's already there. Children's books, they're all the same. This is a fox, this is a hen, this is a piglet. Far better to say, look kids, this is Sainsbury's, this is Tesco's, this is Lidl. Trip to Disneyland Paris, cancelled. Let's visit an abattoir. Taxi drivers, they all love cash, even though they say they'll accept card. And change you want change, right? Let me sift through my huge bag of 10 pence pieces. Slowly picking out each individual 10p one by one and counting them until you can't take it anymore. But you can't say, no, don't worry about it. Then they win. Asking a taxi driver about tax is like asking Jeremy Clarkson about equality. You can't say no. They say the only thing in life is death and tax as well. Not if you're a taxi driver. They only have death. And some of them don't have even have that by the looks of them. Rearrange the letters in tax, you get taxi. Rearrange the letter in taxi, you get I-tax. It's like every taxi driver is a tax collector, robbing the rich and robbing the poor. Okay, so you do the odd good deed, don't you, as a taxi driver? I give them that. You take the old lady shopping to the door, you let the old guy tuck in. But if someone comes to you and asks you where the iPhone 14 Pro Max is, you say, phone? What phone? Not in my car. Try the other million taxi driver operating in the area. Birds. Some birds have been trained to poo on particular cars. I swear certain birds have been trained to poo on my car. Not angry with the bird, it's the people that train them. They come down here. I tell you what, I had a word with one of the birds the other day. She said it's a great second income, works really well around the children. They come down here, God knows where, London, Manchester, not Liverpool. Cars change hands so quickly up there, it's not worth washing them. I can say that because I'm a Scouser. Brother has lived up there for 25 years, still doesn't call himself a Scouser. He's middle class, you see. Scousers are the most generous, kindest people on earth. Just don't leave your wallet lying around. It'll be gone, handed into the nearest police station. And taken it to the busies. What do you mean? It's mine. Look, I know it just looks like I've just jumped on the real nearest boat, but please give me my wallet back. Prove it, prove it. Eventually they give you your wallet back with a tenner slipped in because you just need it more than me, lah. Have you ever been upset by a person's farts? Each fart is actually a gift. It gives the person next to you information and potential data that can be collected, analysed, and used in a study. Right now, approximately 1 in 100 people want to fart. And at a push, boom boom, 1 in 10 could push out a fart if they tried. I want to invite all of you right now to dig deep. All of you right now to dig deep. I tried to be a new man at home. Got told off for using children's cooking utensils and burning saucepans. Well, don't let me cook then. I walked up to my Tesla one morning. It was steaming hot. A cat had just urinated on it. My 2-year-old went up to a young boy that was crying. She slapped him in the face. I hate it when other foreigners come up to me and say, "You're not foreign." And it's not because of the chip on my shoulder, it's because of the whole bloody Indian takeaway on my shoulder. Waving at other car drivers. Do it, smile. You're actually waving at sexual intercourse in the past. Baby showers, same principle. Sexual intercourse in the past. Contempt towards seagulls is absolutely useless because you know what they're thinking? I can do this. You need all that equipment, jet engines, fabricated wings. My comedian friends, I love them. I really love them. It's not because they're nice people. It's because they've got Stockholm syndrome. I have a brown willy. Not going to show you. I haven't got my microscope. But a few years ago, I made a baby with a white woman. Well, she made the baby. I just sat there. Not during sex. I mean, during the pregnancy. What is it actually with all these race riots? All these people crossing the channel? What is it? A few brown willies crossing the channel, is that it? Hijabs and babies thrown in to make the headlines, is that it? Putting strain on our NHS. British being invaded again. First by the Romans, then by the Vikings, and now by the Brown Willie Massive. Racism in Brighton? No such thing. Come to Lewis, oh my God. As a person of colour, I often wonder where the black and brown people are at. I asked one of the white Louisians and he said, "Yeah, you got a point actually." And then the penny dropped. The Lewis bonfire. Hey, quick lads, we forgot to shave the hair off that one. I get it that certain people have mental health problems. Get it. I get it that certain number of those people don't wash. I really get that too. But a few weeks ago, me and my partner got on a train with our young baby, and our young baby, not a young baby, and a slightly disheveled woman got in, and she looked a little bit tatty around the edges, and before long it became absolutely obvious that she stank to high heaven. Into the whole carriage, it was all obvious. So I had a bright idea of going up to her, dropping a stink bomb at her feet, getting my partner to video it. Is it wrong? Yeah, is that wrong? Am I going to hell? Actually, would Jesus Christ have been a stand-up comedian? What about the Prophet Muhammad? Prophet Muhammad, live at the Apollo. I definitely would have gone and seen that. Don't know about you guys. Actually, a few weeks ago, I did a stand-up routine in the street, and my taxi boss called me over. I thought I was in big trouble. Turns out he wanted tickets. I gave a lift to this woman. Not the kind of lift, yeah. And she said to me, she's got a cousin who's autistic and is a stand-up comic. If you heckled him, that's a hate crime. I'd love to go into a school, not for that reason. I'd love to talk about my career as a stand-up comic. I'd grab the mic and the first thing out of my mouth would be the following: life as a stand-up comedian. It's no joke. It's a pecuniary society. Pecuniary society, yeah. I mentioned to my young one, that I was going out to work. She said, why? I said, we've got to earn the money. She said, why? I said, you live in a cash-based society. She shut up after that. So, she did shut up after that. Bless her. Another great way to get your child to shut up is say the following: look, Daddy's so tired that he can't answer any why questions now. That only works if you're super tired. You could actually kill someone you're so tired. But I looked around to see why she was so tired. Turns out she was asleep. Asleep, not sleeping with the fishes, right? Yeah, everything can be reduced to transactional exchanges. That and the advances in tech and taking payments from people is going to result in the following: the council getting charged every time I pick up a litter. They're not going to get a huge bill from me, admittedly. Cat owners getting charged every time I stroke their cat. Young cats are stroke free, yeah? What's the word for young cats? Checking you're awake. Okay. And hotties getting charged every time. Hotties getting charged every time. Hotties getting charged every time someone's pay-per-view. Every time they're scared. This is a great earner for transvestites and hotties. I'm never going to fire budget again, yeah. Sleep deprived. For 40-hour weeks, sitting, doing nothing as a taxi driver, then getting tossed around in turbulence. Getting told by my other half, look at such and such a building. Look at such and such a building. good such and such a building. Yeah, Parliament building and such an island. But tell you, if it wasn't for my partner, I'd never go on holiday. I have 2 modes, operational and broken. Well, actually 2 more, limp home mode and horny. But I'm limp home mode and horny. Actually, that's a couple of other modes. Limp home mode and horny. It's alright, front row. I'm fully operation right now. Now you know my AS. Please don't hack me. Actually, something else I don't want you to say is that I've recently crossed the channel on the ferry, guys. On the ferry, I was stuck between duty free and the restaurant. So they lost less Toblerone now. What is it about Toblerone? You can't eat one without looking like your Dr. Dre giving his mate a blowjob. No, I'm not going to eat one like a squirrel. A few months ago, I gave a lift to a guy from Rodmell. He said he had a brown willy and white legs, all in his jeans, he said. Recently came back from France. Completely wiped me out after top up my month's DLA and again. Recently pulled up outside my mechanics. A guy with his BMW pulled up next to me and says, "Excuse me, can I help you? You're in my parking space." I get out of the car, close the door. It's Tesla, the doors are always opening randomly. Got back in and moved on a little bit. And the guy, I thought about this guy and I thought, what is it? Most people, yeah, they have a gaydar. I have a racist, despicable person dial, radar for sure. Anyway, what is it actually about racist, right? They always think you're dumb. Yeah? I walked into the shop and I tried to buy an ice cream from a lone woman in a shop, yeah, and she says to me, "Have you finished yet?" I said, Have you decided yet? And I said, what? Have I decided whether you're racist or not? Anyway, back to the mechanic. I was so close to calling this guy a despicable person. And the mechanic himself, he was such a soppy man. He looked like Vin Diesel lookalike, kind of fancied him. But yeah. Vin Diesel lookalike. But I'll never commit to him. That'd be like me sharing my doner kebab with a complete stranger. Went into McDonald's, I went into Asda, did a last minute shop. Guy points to me, colleague, and looks at his other colleague and says, "This is the last person." I felt like saying to him, "No. The more people inside, the more outside." And I know what he would have said to me. He said, "Yeah, you think you're so fucking funny. You think you're a comedian, don't you?" If only you could see me now, I'd probably say the same thing. Went into McDonald's, yeah? Saw a serviceman. Went up to him. So thank you for your service. He said, "What air?" I was a 97-year-old in the car. Not that kind of ad. And says to me, "Have you got one of those adult toys?" Says, I don't know. I realised what he's talking about. Mobile phone. If you want to absolute crap, yeah? Become a doctor. Talk absolute crap and get away with it. I mean, if you're a carpenter and you say to your boss, "I'm hitting this screw like it's a nail, it won't wash." If you're a doctor, make a a nail, a screw, and a screw a nail. And if you hit in someone's hip, so much the better. Makes Jesus' water into wine trick look like a warm-up act from Fort Paul Daniels. What happens to be McGee? Actually, she must be well into her 30s now. Well into her 30s. Yeah, my partner's Hungarian. That's all well and good, but when the toothpaste runs out, yeah, she squeezes a less than pea-sized amount on my toothbrush. Now, what am I going to do with this? Not only that, there's a sliver of soap that lingers on in the soap dish for ages and ages. You know what I do? I just flush it down the toilet, and the next day a new bar appears. As if by magic. And you know what I do with that bar? I get it, and I wash my hands with it. Wash all my body, and I sing this song. I want to be like you, I want to walk like you, talk like you, a comedian like me. Yeah, that's what I sing. So the other thing is, it's really great working as a taxi driver in Lewis. It's really great working as a taxi driver in Lewis. Yeah. You get to meet all you wonderful people like you. This is what the conversation goes like in the back. Do you work? Yes, I'm the headmaster, Bailey College Square. Did you know they have to send in the application first? And then the Bailey guys get there. Because listen to this Bailey guys, back boys. My dad, he went for a job interview. As far as one done, he didn't get the job. As a taxi driver, I spend a lot of time in fast food places. A lot of time. An Irish guy walks in, says, and asks for a quarter pounder. And the guy says, anything else? And the guy says, yeah, can I get a cheesy chip too? And what the hell is cheesy chip? Is it acceptable? Okay, strike out. One day I had a woman in a taxi, not like that, right? And right from the get-go, she kept asking questions, one after the other, bang, 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 bang. I should trigger it so we're feeling a passion. The defence solicitor. After working really hard for 8 months as a taxi driver, I went to France on a car ferry. It was so luxurious, it felt like a Titanic. Some people call it a ferry crossing, I call it a cruise. And we'll end it there.